All right, hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com, and thank you for finding me here. So please share my channel. This is, well, it's good information for everybody, so why not? So today I want to talk about the month of September for each of the zodiac signs, and it is best if you, when you follow these and you go find your zodiac sign, that you actually find the sign for your rising. You know, what time it's related to what time you're born. So that's the best way to do this. So when I'm speaking about any of the zodiac signs, it is a generalized forecast with some details, because I'm giving you the details about what's going on in the solar system, but how it relates to you as an Aries or a Gemini or a Taurus, whatever. It will be even more accurate if you know what your rising sign is. All right, I'm going to leave you with that, and let's get started. All right, so for Virgo, for September. Now on September 1st, we have Venus and Mars in Leo making a conjunction. And this goes on in your 12th house. And so what this means over the last few weeks and for the next few weeks, Venus has been retrograde in your 12th house, so it's bringing up old passions or deep passions or secrets and things that you're passionate about. And Mars is moving through that area, so it could easily ignite some hidden things about yourself, and just to yourself. I mean, it doesn't even ever have to go out into the public. It may, but it doesn't have to. The 12th house, because the 12th house of our charts tends to be extremely personal and private, and you know, it's just our inner dialogue, and it's the, you know, those secrets that we hold to ourselves and nobody else. It's also that place in the chart that's very spiritual and very intuitive. So we've got Venus moving through there. So it could be that over the last few weeks and over the coming couple weeks, while Venus and Mars are in this area and coming in and out of this area, moving through, and all the things that they're doing in there in Virgo, I mean in the Leo energy, in your 12th house, you know, you could very well be just redefining what your spiritual path is, you know, working on a lot of inner problems, inner dialogue, and just clearing the deck and making things much, much better for yourself. Because, you know, from that position of the 12th house where Mars is, where Venus is, you know, because Venus finally goes direct on the 6th of September, so you can be able to really open your eyes over the next week or so while she finishes her trek through that area, and, you know, you're able to see what it is you value about your spiritual life and your private time, and how much work you've accomplished on yourself. This really is mainly for those with Virgo rising. There's a lot of people with Virgo rising. So this is an important place for Venus, what we value to be. And Mars in there on the 8th makes from the 12th house, makes a trine aspect to Uranus over there to the 8th house. And so that 8th house is that Scorpio area of the chart. So basically when Mars and Uranus are connecting, as they are here, this is a very positive step. It just means that you know, both of these energies are fire, so it just means there's a lot of action. So seriously, you are going through, if you're into shamanic studying, this is fabulous for you. If you need some help and some healing, psychotherapy is exceptional during this time. So the month of September is a great time to start these processes if you haven't already. You know, do shamanic healing, learn meditation, go see a therapist, things like that, just to help clear out what you can't do on your own. And it's perfectly healthy and perfectly fine to do it. And the energy of what's going on astrologically for you is right on track for that. Next, I want to talk about on the 9th. It's just the next day. You know, Mercury is in the sign of Libra, and when Mercury is in Libra, it's about being fair and balanced in our conversations. We don't want to hurt people's feelings, so sometimes we kind of skirt the truth. We don't want to lie, but we don't want to tell the truth because it hurts people's feelings. And that Mercury in Libra is definitely the way that's just how it behaves. Now it's making a square aspect to Pluto on the 9th, and it's slowing down to go retrograde on the 17th. This just means be honest and be open with your words. Speak kindly, but speak the truth. Be good with your words. Do not cheat. Don't lie. Don't lie. It's all going to come out while Mercury is retrograde. And just because I say that, because of the square to Pluto, it happens right before it goes retrograde. So make sure your words are clear, you're honest, you're kind. If you don't have anything nice to say, keep it shut for now. It's the best thing to do. And again, that energy could be a little bit tough. That goes from the second house, over to the eighth house. And the energy of that, it can be tough sometimes because, we're excited about what we value, that second house. That's where this Mercury energy is. It's in the second house of your values, skills, talents. Mercury goes through there. We want to talk a lot, or we want to write. Just be careful of your communications is really what it comes down to. I want to back up just a little, though, because we have a new moon solar eclipse. It's on the 12th of September. If you live on the East Coast, it's on the 13th, and that is at 20 degrees of Virgo in your sign. So this means it's in your first house. There's a big shift for you guys coming along this year. Whenever there's an eclipse near your birthday, if your birthday is within 5 days of September 12th, September 13th, then you have a year in front of you which will include new activities, new ideas. It's all about shifting and changing into something that is new. It's a time of year, it's a metamorphosis year, it's a whole year. So especially if it happens near your birthday, which, well, you'll know. All right. On the 23rd of September, jumping ahead, is the fall equinox. That's when the sun enters the sign of Libra. And when it enters the sign of Libra at 4:21 in the morning, East Coast time, that's in your second house, again, of what you value. All right? Mercury is retrograde there. The fall equinox is there. So what you get to do with this energy, with the sun and Mercury in that solar second house, is you are certainly redefining what you value. There is no doubt about it. What you value is very, very important. And you're going through a new shift, a whole new shift for yourself. Nothing wrong with that. It's the fall, we're at the equal part of the year. So we're looking for where there's balance and where there isn't. And it will become glaringly visible if you allow it to be. On the 24th or 25th, again, depending on what coast you're on, Pluto moves direct. It has been retrograde for quite a few months. This is in your fifth house. And that fifth house represents the things we're passionate about. It's our love affairs. It's the things that we love to create. It includes our children as well. But when I say love affairs, it's just things that we're passionate about and our creativity as well. And love affairs are love affairs, you know what I mean? Just when you fall in love with somebody. That's usually where relationships start that end up being intimate, is they start in love affairs, not, you know what I mean. And so when Mercury moves direct after months and months of retrograde motion in that sector, secrets will be revealed. So, or things will come to the surface for us to look at and examine. And whatever's most important for you, will come to the surface so you can transform it and transmute that into something that's even better. The final aspect of the month of September that I want to talk about is the full moon lunar eclipse. It's on the 27th of September. Again, I will create a separate video for this. But when you go watch that, when the time gets closer, remember it will be in your solar 8th house. Let me tell you about it. So when we have a total eclipse, the full moon, that means the moon's in the 8th house, the sun's in the 2nd. There is what is it? There is a quality of transformation here with that 8th house. There's always a quality of transformation with the 8th house and that Scorpio energy. So that full moon in Aries as an eclipse. Eclipses change everything. They bring in sudden shifts and upheavals, or just shifts and changes, especially if we know we're living a life that's not what we want and we need a big change. This is what creates them. Eclipses move us forward quicker and fast. And this is going on in your solar 8th house in Aries. So basically you're going to, you will be, those with Virgo rising, really looking at, what it is, those 8th house qualities. Let me list them. I've been trying to get to that for a second here. Transforming. It's about finances and money, outside resources. So there's a whole shift coming for you when it comes to your outside resources, personal resources. And if something needs to really go through a deep shift and deep change, then this eclipse on the 27th will definitely help you out. So go back to the channel here and find the full moon, the solar eclipse and the new moon eclipse as well. I'll have them up probably early August. Just after I post these, I'll probably get them up within a couple days. All right, so I'm away till August 7th since I'll have this up early. And so email me through my website if you would like at nhastrologer.com. I will respond to most emails through my phone. I'm camping, so I don't have much power, so I'll be emailing on occasion, not every day. So be patient with me while I'm away. And if you would like to make an appointment and schedule your own appointment through Booked In on my website, Booked In buttons are all over my website. Go schedule your own appointments there, and I will talk to you when I get back. Thank you very much, and please share this channel with others. Blessed be, and namaste.